Now he wants one.
Everyone else has got it. Right, okay, good afternoon. Welcome along to Grosvenor Casino for the press conference for Collision Course, Steve Wraith and Wraith Promotions show, March the 18th, Friday at the Lancastrian Suite. Just to double check, most people who've driven here, make sure you have put your registration plate in. We've just made an announcement at the front desk, otherwise you'll end up with a 60 quid fine. So make sure that you have put that in. Introduction on the top table, Mal Gates far right, and one of his fighters, Paul Gidney, Jeff Saunders, and then on my left, the Copes, we've got Dan Cope and Peter Cope Senior. Thanks everybody for coming today. Try and keep this as quick as possible. Young Jeff's just coming in the bottom there.
Like a young bit.
Looking forward to this show. To be fair, it's another year. My first show of the year. Looking forward to getting this on the road. Obviously, we've got to say, gutted about Tom Whitfield. Tom's obviously here, sustained a broken jaw with a few weeks to go before the Northern Area title fight. Absolutely devastated. But I must say, devastated, and our thoughts are with Tom. But massive thanks to the way the Copes have handled this. It's not easy as a promoter ringing up somebody and telling them that the fight's off, but they handle it absolutely well. I know I've handled it badly in the past when I've rang Peter myself, but fantastic, and thanks to Dan as well. It's got to be tough for him, chance to fight for a title and taken away from him cruelly. But we're hoping that we'll get this underway, hopefully back end of the year, depending on Tom's recovery. Hopefully that'll go well. We know he's fit, just down to whether his jaw is as fit as the rest of his body. But I'm sure we'll get that fight on again at some point. But Dan is going to have a fight anyway on this show, 6-rounder, and I'm sure that we'll see a good fight. And as he said on social media, somebody will definitely be getting a bat, I think. We're going to do a little bit on the top table. Mal, let's just talk to you first of all. Obviously you've had a bouncing camp. Nella's back in the gym with his big sponsorship. But obviously you've got Lee Mould on this show as well, who's working today. Paul, obviously looking to continue his great start to his pro career. What's it been like, obviously, to deal with the news with Tom, and obviously with the rest of the lads in the gym as well? What's it been like?
Yeah, I'm delighted for Anthony to go to his sponsorship. It's really going to push his career on. Speaking to the lads on the bill today, obviously Lee's on doing the 6-rounder, Paul's doing the 4-rounder. Obviously devastated when I got the news on Saturday. I went straight to the hospital to see Tom, and obviously he was in bits because as much as Dan was looking forward to Tom was looking forward, it was a great genuine 50-50 fight against two young up and coming lads, but it happens, we just got to get on and deal with it.
Yeah, brilliant. Paul, what's it been like for you then, back in the gym? I know it's been a while since you made your debut at the Caravan Show, the infamous Caravan Show at Riverside Lodge. The Caravan's a personal joke. We had to get a caravan in the back of the car park to get the doctors to look at people. But what's it like? What's the training been like for this one?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's been full on. Obviously, Tom training for the title fight has been pushing me along a bit more than usual. Just pushing on all the time and just training hard every day. Training sometimes twice a day, 3 times a day. You're just constantly in that gym and you're working hard, getting your weight the way it wants to be, and getting ready for fight night. Which I'm bang on weight now and everything's ready to go.
Brilliant, great stuff. Jeff, going to be a busy year for you. You're looking forward to it?
Can't wait. I had a month off in December. Obviously I had a really good year last year to start my career off. 4 wins, first round knockouts. Then obviously the last one with the distance was good. So it brought me back down to earth now. So this year I want to get back behind my boxing. Not just going there trying to knock everyone's teeth out. But I'm just going to go there, get behind my boxing. I've got a good busy year, so I'll train hard for it.
Yeah, you had that fight in South Africa that you travelled to. What was that like? Because obviously most up and coming fighters want to protect their unbeaten record. They want to play it safe. Yeah. They want to stay in this country. I think speaking for a lot of boxing fans, that was quite a thing to do. Go out there. Did you find the preparation different? What was it like going out there?
It was brilliant. What an experience. I boxed there as an amateur before, but that was some years ago now. But going back out there, it's completely different. The humidity, the altitude, everything takes its toll on you, and he was the strongest man I've ever punched in my life. I hit him with anything but the kitchen sink, and I just kept coming forward. And I can't hit for my weight. all credit to the lad. But then again, it did wonders for us because it brought me back down to planet Earth. I don't have to go out thinking for that 100% record now for the knockout rate. So I just go there, get me in come back, get behind my boxing now and show people like I'm boxing. You know, I didn't win ABA titles through fighting, I did it through boxing. You know, so it just shows.
And you had the old parachute regiment down at the gym with your brother Bradley. What was that like?
Brilliant. You know, to catch up with the lads and everything. To see some of my old sergeants and whatnot, it was giving me a bit of crap through the years, but it was good, you know, to see them as they've been on Civvy Street and as I can actually talk to them as I'm talking to me and you now. It's good to keep in touch with them all. So we'll have 3 para up next year. See, they alternate every year, 2 and 3 para take turns of boxing. I know lads from both regiments, so it's good to keep in touch with them, you know, in the loophole.
Yeah, no, that's good. And you're a dad now. Is that how's that affected the training?
Sleepless nights. No, I swear I sleep on the couch. You know, when she was first born like that, I separated myself just to keep me training. So, but yeah, it's brilliant. You know what I mean? It's something else to go for now. When I'm in that ring, I'm not just looking at it because I want to beat it. I want to beat it because I want to provide for my little girl. You know. So there's no one's taking that away from me. Any light welterweight that gets in the ring with me this year is getting that big time. Quality.
Dan, disappointing as we know. We've already mentioned it. You know, the injury to Tom. You know, means that the title fight's off. But you know, you're back in the ring again. New year. What's your hopes and ambitions for 2016?
Well, I'm just obviously sick about that, but I don't know, we'll just get 5 fights on the 18th then just keep trying to keep busy. Hopefully fight again for the title before the end of the year, but I'm not putting me up on the night, but see what happens. See, hopefully it recovers fast and gets back on.
You've got a very good, you know, mix of fighters down at your place. Obviously, you know, your brother Peter as well, looking to get it back out again in May. But your gym, you know, and the Gates gym, both great gyms to work. What's it like, you know, boxing and training with your dad and with Alan? And
it's bounced at the minute. Our gym's about 7 lads in, I think. Everyone's busy. Everyone's got fights this month actually. So it's bouncing full gym. It's good atmosphere in the gym. It's good sparring because you spar everyone. We're all naming off the same weights.
Yeah.
Some of them either others like, oh, easy heaviest.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it's good because you have loads of different types of sparring and that. It's good. It's really good. It's busy at the minute. It's busy.
How's Dan looking then?
Fantastic. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You know, you get like 3 weeks to a fight and it's nobody's fault. And Tom's a fantastic lad and Mal's my friend. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things that happens. It happens in boxing. I've done it to you.
Yeah.
3 days before the fight, and you know, it's boxing. People aren't supposed to get it, and people aren't supposed to put themselves through the torture to put themselves through. But and obviously injuries will happen.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate for us and for Tom and everybody around that the way it worked out. Hopefully it'll come again. But Daniel is only a young pro and had 5 fights, and he needs experience. You know, this was a good fight because they're both inexperienced at this level. So it was ideal. You know, one had 18 and one had 5. You know, they're both under the 5 fights. So it was a good fight. But Daniel still needs fights, and he's still a young pro. So we just keep moving forward, really.
Great stuff, Jeff. Three fights coming up for Jeff in quick succession. Obviously he's got this fight coming up now, then he's on the Matchroom show in Leeds, and then he's back out in our Darlington show in May. Busy times. Are you looking to keep him busy for the rest of the year?
Yeah, he's always busy, and this year, like I said before, it's going to be a good year for him, hopefully. And like I say, 4 weeks between each fight. He'll be bang up pretty good. Like I say, I've got Neil Hepper in the gym now, and they're bouncing off each other. You know, it's great to see them both working together. Like.
Yeah, he's looking to step up as well, Jeff. Obviously, he's been on 4 rounders. We're looking to step him up.
Well, we're
for
going to
6
step him
rounders.
up on the next one. We'll go to 6.
Yeah.
Get this one out the way, then 6 after that.
Great stuff. Where do you see him by the end of the year? Are you looking at titles and things this year?
Let's just see how it goes, eh?
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Keep his feet on the ground.
Aye.
Okay, great stuff. Well, as most of you know, it's a dinner show anyway, and we do have 2 great signings for Wraith Promotions. Got Jamila and Aria. Both of them will be singing on the night. We've also got a comedian on, and for those who buy VIP tickets, we also have a 3-course meal. So it is a little bit different, raising money for a charity which will be announced in the next couple of days. The charity want to make a big announcement about it, which is great. We'll have a new venue as well to announce for the next Gateshead / Newcastle show later on in the next few weeks. We'll be announcing that. So it's busy times. Looking forward to continuing the good work that we've put in over the last few months. But anybody who hasn't bought tickets, please give the lads a shout. They've all got tickets, obviously to sell, or you can go onto the Pro Boxing Newcastle Gateshead website to buy tickets as well. Don't forget though, it's a 7 o'clock start, and see you down there nice and early at the Lancastrian Suite on the 18th of March. Any questions from anybody out there?
Go on, go on. Start with yourself, Steve.
Yep.
The first show of the year.
Yeah.
You've also got an extra promoter now with Fighting Chance joining on board, which is great for the boxers as well as anything else.
Yeah.
More options and the fans. How many shows do you plan to have for 2016?
We've averaged 4 shows, and you know, this is my 4th year now. You know, obviously I'm back on my own. I was working with Danny Cox, but I'm now on my own again, which is the way I like it, to be fair. And you know, I'm looking forward to this year. We're looking at 4 shows. So we will be announcing a new venue very soon, very special venue, something close to my heart, and something which I think will enhance our shows and increase sponsorship. Our sponsors have never let us down. Grosvenor Casino have been fantastic. They've already come on board with a show that we've got in Darlington. We've also got people like Portland Engineering, who've been again fantastic. Idealer Health, and they've come on board again. We've got the support of Graham Wiley on this show. He's come on board. So you know, we've got some fantastic sponsors, and more people are coming forward and buying into it. That's what we need. You know, I think I've said this to you before. I'm not in this game to make money. I'm in it to find the next big thing, and I think I say it at every press conference. The next big thing could be sitting here on this top table. I'm sure it is. I'm sure there's somebody who's going to come through. And when we do get that Kell Brook moment or the Calzaghe moment, that's where I want to be. I want to be there, and it's more about the satisfaction that the guys like Mal and Peter and Jeff get. You know, they basically get very little out of this apart from seeing their lads win something or getting that belt. The biggest buzzers I've had in boxing so far have involved, you know, seeing Peter Cope get the Northern Area title around his weight, and obviously the 2 fights that I helped Nella, you know, where he basically won the English title, and then I was part of, you know, helping him get that Commonwealth title because I managed to get him on the undercard of the Matchroom show. So they're the things that I get out of the sport, you know. I'm not in it to make money. You can't really make money in the pro game at this level. It's very difficult, and that's why this manager's licensed out, and I did do that, and now I'm in the process of signing up fighters. And you know, delighted to have Neil Hepper, you know, as my first signing. You know, great professional. Jeff's just told you he's, you know, bouncing in the gym. You know, after having a conversation in here with Tracy Saunders and Neil about 18 months ago, I think that was when we realised that, you know, there was an opportunity for maybe Neil would come back. And I've got to thank Tracy for pushing him in my direction because, you know, I haven't got any experience as a boxing manager, so for him to choose me was a very special thing, and Tracy was a big part of that. And now, you know, Lloyd Creighton, you know, that it's coming thick and fast. You know, we've got a little vested interest in Anth Hornsby. You know, he's an amateur. We're looking after his commercial side and just making sure that he's got the right guidance. So we're pushing him through. Looking at a couple other options as well, but not going to sign on hundreds and hundreds of fighters. And obviously I'm not the one who's training them. But you know, if people want to, you know, want something a bit different, you know, that's what they get from me. You know, they do get a bit of hard work and effort. And there's 1 or 2 other fighters who are already going to turn, who I'm ready to sign up. But I don't want a huge stable. I just want people who are committed and who are grafters, but ultimately who are good fighters. You know, and I've been out and I've been watching a few, and there will be a few more people announced in due course. But I'm enjoying it still, you know. We all get our lows, you know. I still get that horrible feeling in my stomach when you get that phone call. Whenever I get a text off Mal saying, "Gives a ring when you're quiet," I know there's a problem. Do you know what I mean? And I knew it was probably going to be Tom, but I've had that many disappointments in this sport that you just ride them and you just concentrate on making sure that you get the show on and you don't let the rest of the lads down, because Paul Gidney's trained, Jeff's trained, Dan's trained, Billy Snate's trained. Do you know what I mean? You've got Lee Mould training. You know, what you don't want to do is pull a show if you can help it. I've had to pull one show in my short career. I hope I don't have to pull another one. But at this moment in time, this is a dinner show. We build it as a dinner show because dinner shows tend to have about 3 or 4 fights on. So, you know, mathematically I've worked it out and we've got it right. So this show will be a cracker, you know. I think people will really enjoy it. And the entertainment we've got is second to none. So, you know, I think personally we're on to a winner with this. You know, and I think it'll be a great show.
Great stuff. Jeff Saunders, first fight of the year. Obviously, having as you mentioned before there, having 4 quick knockouts, and then having to go the distance again. What sounds like, I didn't see the fight, but sounds like he's a pretty tough guy.
It's just like having a fight with that pillar there. Honestly, couldn't stop him. Couldn't really deter him.
And he kept claiming he'd won the fight on Facebook.
I've had numerous inboxes off the man since I've got home, but I'm not going to get into that. It's stupid. But no, all credit to him. You know, he was just relentless. It was something I needed to know, to open my eyes. Like, what type of like men are out there in the pro game? What I'm going to come up against in my career. You know, it's not everyone just get pushed over every single time you fight me. You've got to have a plan B. You know what I mean? So, and I can box forward and I can box back. You've never seen that yet. When I did box like that, I was away in a different country. But like I said, it's brought me back down to earth now. So I can get back to me box and start thinking about a few more things and stuff. And a couple more things to work on in the gym.
Probably takes a bit of pressure off as well, doesn't it? When you've got that 100% record. I know we've had a few local boxers who they say they don't go in looking for the knockout, but when you've got that 100% record and people are expecting it of you, it does put that extra sort of unwanted pressure on you.
Oh, 110%, especially when you know in your backyard you think, what's Peter Mann going to ask me a question about in the next morning about the fight, you know what I mean? Well, he's going to ask me how good I am about 100% record going, but no, it does. But now, like I said, I'm back to planet Earth now, so I like to call it, you know. I'm back on my own 2 feet now, and all that record, but like, it's gone out the window now and focus on it, just get me fights, go and get some rounds under my belt, and actually learning a bit more of the trade, you know.
Quality stuff. Peter, go on, you do one.
So speaking of that 100%.
No, obviously what your dad's touched upon, obviously Steve's touched upon as well, he's now got all new signings in the gym with you. How's that been for you with regards to your preparation for this? And obviously they're training themselves for returns, debuts on the May show as well.
Is that Neil Hepper?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, brilliant lads, you know what I mean? See, I've known Neil for a few years now, but obviously I've never trained with him. He's obviously trained with Darton, but now he's coming to the gym, he's fit in perfect, you know what I mean? He's an all-round, he's a nice lad, he's good on the pads, he's a good training partner, he's good at pushing you, you know. So he actually is, he's an asset to train with, you know what I mean? And he's about the same size, you know, so it's good little bit of sparring we've got. They say it's different, you know, so he's good, it's good.
I mean, obviously also what Steve mentioned, you had the 2 power over, you invited me over for that last night. You were your usual self in the ring doing the sparring and what have you, but also wherever he's displayed off to. Brad was back in, getting a bit done as well. How does that feel for you, seeing your Brad getting back in and just doing something?
Yeah, no, brilliant, you know what I mean? Because obviously all my life I've looked up at him. So he's obviously when I was junior, obviously he's always on the senior level. So obviously eyes on the prize all the time, and then now to watch him back in the ring and moving about, like, you know what I mean, gives me an extra boost for myself, you know. So it's good, you know what I mean? I love it when we're training together and whatnot, and just spurs us on that extra little bit.
Cool. Daniel, obviously with regards to people in the gym, there's quite a few over at the Gus Robinson's camp. Obviously been spurring you along however many months it's been now. Yeah. How's it been with all those lads in there and
it's good,
all getting out all the time?
It's good. Everyone's busy. It's good to be training with people like who fight at the same time. So you constantly just improving yourself. You spar them all the time. All spar together, train together. It's good atmosphere and everything. You bounce off each other. It's good training. It's better than training on your own.
Do you spar each other when you're in there?
There's a couple of middleweights. Then Peter spars middleweights. No, then they're all about the same weight. Like a light middle and a mid welter, light welter, 2 middles. And Peter and John are both lightweights. So it's good everyone's about the same weight, so we can just spar each other. And then we have the lads coming from different gyms and that's sparring.
Yeah, we've obviously, Jordan's been out a couple of times on the road.
Yeah, he keeps going on the road, yeah. He's got another fight again this month.
Yeah, how's that for you, Peter? Actually getting Jordan out there and obviously he's on the road.
He asked me to train him at Christmas time and he said he can't sell tickets, so he said just take me on the road. Mick Marsden manages him. He's had 2 fights. First one he beat the kid who had 7 and won the lot. And he boxed, that was impressive. We were in Birmingham last week, he stopped somebody in the 4th round who'd had 7 and won 6, so he's boxing the Commonwealth champion 2 weeks' time, amateur Commonwealth champion in Scotland, and he just doesn't care. He's just one of those guys who just put me in. Just put me in, I've got reputations, he'll go in, you know.
It's taken Dan's motto about somebody's getting a bat, isn't it? All it is, you're not used to Jordan's pinched it.
The gym's full, yeah, the gym's full, we have like a range right there from a couple of lightweights, 2 or 3 light welters, a couple of welters, and so there's a load in, and a couple of middleweights. Greg O'Neill's flying around again, or trying to. So it's all good, you know. Gym's full.
Just a quick one to the Gates camp as well. Obviously you've got Mal, you've got Leon as well. how has the camp as a whole been? Obviously the Tom Whitfield extraction side.
Yeah, it's went really well. Obviously, Paul trains a lot with Anthony, they're the same weight. Lee and Tom are the same weight, so they bounce off each other as well. But it's a bit of a sickener for Tom, like, you know. I feel more for him than anything because he's worked so hard. But then the day it's boxing and you get hit, you've just got to get on with it. But I've just got to concentrate on the boys that's on now, you know. So just putting the graft in with them, you know.
So how's it been for you, Paul? Because obviously it's been a while since you've been out. It's what, September was it? October at Morpeth?
Morpeth, yeah.
You've had a couple of months break, if you will.
Just
Conveniently timed with it being the festive period, so you could let it go a little.
Aye.
Don't tell Chris Davison I said that. But yeah, how's it been getting back into things for you? And obviously knowing you've got a date ahead now.
It's been good. It's just excited to get back in there. You know, I just really want to show what I've got. You know, show my skills, be able to push forward and for the future. You know, just want to get out there and show everything I've got and be able to put 110% in. And putting 110% in the gym. So I'm sure the 18th March comes, whoever's going to be in front of us is going to get sorted out. You know, so that's going to be it. 18th of March, whoever I'm fighting, they're not going to win. I'm going to be pressuring and I'm going to show them who I am, you know. So.
Okay, great stuff. I want to thank all the sponsors again, as I say, Grosvenor Casino, Portland Engineering, Ideala Health, Stefan from Pavel's Hairdressers as well. They bought a table, so it's going to be a big show, good show, enjoyable show, bit of entertainment. Obviously, thanks for coming along today, and we will see you on the 18th. Thank you very much. The lads and lasses are ready for interviews. Thank you, mate.